Hey, this is Harold. Today is Tuesday, February 24th, and in today's video, I'll be going over how I lost $257 trading ES futures. So, to give you guys an update on my account balance and this account in general, we are pretty much break even at negative $140. We're down $140. We built up some form of trailing drawdown here, so the minimum balance now is 48,000. The account balance is sitting just below 50,000. So ever since I got funded, it hasn't been the smoothest ride, mainly because I think more of my own errors than the strategy itself. But today we took two trades. The first trade I cut at break even. The initial planned R multiple was 2.94, and we were up $325 on this trade. I ended up cutting it early, and I'll let you guys know why I did. The second trade I took was a loss of $316 with the planned R multiple of 2.24, and this one we took a full loss on it. So going into the daily plan, we were opening right here at 68.47, and to the downside I was looking at this previous day value area low, 68.35. So since we are already opening outside of this weekly value area range, I was looking for a break of this level right here, a break of this level to the downside to be able to target 68.14s right over here. Like right over here. I cannot get rid of this freaking... Okay. To the upside, we were looking at a break of this monthly value area low, 68.78, which is in confluence with the previous day value area high. So we're looking for a break of this level to the upside. And if we were able to break this, I was looking to target somewhere around here 69.04s to the 69.12s. And the reason I wasn't looking to take a long off of this weekly value area low, even though this is a very important key level, it's because price is, as of right now, pretty much range bound, and we came from a downtrend, right? So the initial move was a strong downtrend, and now we're ranging. In order for me to take a long, I needed a little bit more confirmation and momentum, and to me, this 68.78 level proved that that price was willing to take out the highs and then break above, and that's why I was looking to take a trade there over this weekly value area low. Because just because this price breaks to the upside does not mean that we're going to get continuation, right? So now going a little bit deeper into the charts, I'm going to be showing you guys a 2-minute chart. And just try to follow along. Past this yellow line on the right is the open. So looking on the right side here first, we see that price initially opened below the weekly value area low, sold off, and we were approaching our key level here at 68.35, looking to take a breakout at this level. You can see that price formed a doji and bounced aggressively, and we actually ended up trending up for the day. So just looking at this footprint over here, you can see that the sellers got absorbed over here, and we saw aggressive buying step in right over here. This happened at the key level, showing that there was a potential reversal. So something that already threw me off the open was that we were aggressively selling off, but the volume, you guys can see over here, the volume was 23,000. Of course, the opening candle is going to be pretty high, but the delta was a positive delta on a sell-off. So that was already, I had to already keep my eyes on the trade, right? Okay, and then price wasn't able to move higher off of this move, positive delta, again, selling off, positive delta, and the volume is not increasing. It's actually staying pretty equal to previous volume. Again, equal volume, positive delta, showing that there are buyers here even with price moving lower. If buyers are able to hold, right, if sellers are able to get absorbed like we did, and we see an aggressive buying to the upside, then we can potentially look for a reversal. Of course, I don't play reversals, but that is just how I was processing the information. And right here, we see an aggressive move to the upside, 20,000 lots, showing that there is indeed aggressive buying. After that, we get a move all the way to our breakout zone at 6877.5 or 6878. As you can see, we see a doji here showing indecision in the market as we reverse back to the downside. Sorry. Yeah, so we reverse back to the downside here. And if you guys look close, there's buyers getting absorbed over here as well. After the buyers got absorbed, we saw aggressive selling take over. Aggressive selling. And we bounced perfectly at this weekly value area low and made another leg higher. Right? So we make another leg higher. We are right over here. And this is where I'm looking to take my breakout trade. Knowing that price did get rejected here, I was looking for a clean breakout. We had increase in volume before the level broke, and as the level was breaking, we actually got a decrease in volume, right? The area where I ended up taking the trade was right over here. I saw that the aggressive sellers got bought over. We had aggressive buying takeover as well and accepted. We had a P shape. Did not mean to move this. I have no idea where this was. We had a P shape here. Then we had aggressive buyers sitting here as well. We had an increase in volume as well. As price came up, we see aggressive sellers form immediately after, right? We're met with equal volume again, just like what happened down here. Just like what happened down here, we're seeing up here now. Now we're seeing that up here, right? We see that there is 12,000 lots of selling, and then we see another 12,000 lots of selling take over. So I started to see a lot of red flags here. Right, I didn't recognize this at first. I recognized this after the decrease in volume, but something I did recognize in real time was this aggressive selling. I saw that price formed aggressive selling, and I say that because this happened a lot more clearly on the 5-minute as well, with 1,000 lots sold, right? And clearly price was attempting to go over it, but we were not able to hold. We're not able to hold, not able to hold. And again, at an attempted break over this aggressive selling, we finally hold on super low volume. Then we sell off just like that. And I actually left the candle. I actually left the trade early around this area right here. I exited early for break even because I was just getting a lot of red flag signals, and I told myself that I would rather get in again than deal with this chop. So after getting out, and that was why the trade was a $59 win. I just got out early. I was gonna stop there, end the day there, but I was kind of just hovering around just to see if we would get a play where we can finally break out above this. And we did right over here. So I attempted another trade right over here. Price was attempting to break above the current day's highs, right? And the aggressive selling that formed up here in this zone. We had aggressive buyers step in. We had good volume, good positive delta, and we closed above all the aggression, showing acceptance. I think this was more a time of day type of problem. It was already like 8:30 a.m. by now, Pacific time, and there wasn't as much volatility as we wanted in the market. As well as something I realized while being in this trade was that this happened last week, where we broke broke a key level, but we broke that key level like it was a very weak break. And after the weak break, we consolidated, and then we attempted to break the current day's highs on weak volume, and it went nowhere. This happened last week on Wednesday. I think I took a break-even trade from then, but it happened again today, and I saw it real time, and I recognized it. And I think even in my mind, I was telling myself, don't get in, or not don't get in, but I don't know if I should get in this. And there are times when I feel that way about a trade, and I think I should just listen to my intuition. Like, I know that the confirmation was there, but one of the biggest flaws was that this level that we broke was not actually a true key level that we planned for, right? It was just the level that was created midday, and of course these levels can play out, but the true key level I was looking at was 68.77, and from what we know, it broke with really weak volume, right? It broke with really weak volume, and there was no real buying after this level was broken. There was heavy selling that was holding. There was passive buyers here at this level holding above, but there was no aggressive buying. I think that was the difference that I mistook. That was what I should have noticed. Like, hey, we're holding, I get that, but there's no real buying here. There's no real aggression. And if you really want to take this, then we need a little bit more expansion to the top, right? Maybe like more expansion and more volume. Not just one row of aggressive buying volume. So that is why I ended up losing the day. And something I can just take away from today is that, one, my strategy does have a pretty specific time window, and I think I was stretching it today. Definitely want to keep my trades between 6:30 a.m. and 8 a.m., somewhere in that hour and a half time window. And another thing I learned today was that I need to be able to differentiate between my key levels and the momentum that we are receiving, because using a current day's highs that also is combined with aggressive selling at the high is not a bad level to play off of, but I think context matters a lot. And if the context is telling us that we're not moving in a straight vertical movement, right? Like good momentum like this, but instead we're chopping and then trying to move up. This is very different. So I'm still open to using that those type of key levels, like current day's highs and stuff like that. But I need to be able to recognize, hey, like when is this happening? Is it happening based off momentum, or have we been consolidating range bound and we're not really seeing any activity, but now we're attempting to break this level? So being able to just differentiate between my levels is going to greatly affect my trading a lot. I could have maybe even seen this activity right over here and said the breakout was not clean. We got a decrease in volume. This is too stretched out from the level that we were looking at, right? This can potentially pose as exhaustion. This candle, right, can pose as exhaustion more than a breakout. So being able to differentiate that is just very important for me moving forward in my trading journey. Yeah, so those were the two lessons that I was taking out from today. I feel like we've been in like a stalemate right now after having a very good evaluation session. For sure, we were having better trades during the eval, but things are gonna pick up as long as I keep my head in the game and I keep trying to improve. Right? I have a system, I have a strategy. It's not perfect and I can't execute it perfectly, but I'm getting to a point where I'm learning more and more about it, and that's the best I can do every day, right? As long as I improve 1% every day, then there's no way we can lose. I hope this gave some insight into why I was not able to take a win today, and maybe you guys were in a similar position as me and we made the same mistakes. Or yeah, if you guys can just take anything away from this video, that would be cool. If not, I hope you guys still enjoyed it, and I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.